This isn't just the story of a drink. It's the story of how a chemical experiment turned into a global habit that reshaped economies, wars, and human behavior. The story of the world's most famous beverage doesn't begin in corporate boardrooms. It starts in the aftermath of war, inside a small laboratory driven by pain, addiction, and experimentation. A pharmacist and former soldier, struggling with a morphine addiction after the Civil War, began searching for a substitute. His goal was simple: create something that could replace opiates and restore mental energy. In 1886, inside a modest lab in Atlanta, he produced a thick, dark syrup made from two natural stimulants: coca leaves from South America and cola nuts from West Africa. At the time, this wasn't a soft drink. It was marketed as a medicinal tonic, meant to treat fatigue, depression, and nervous disorders. Early production looked more like chemistry than food processing, with botanical extracts boiled in large kettles to form a stable concentrate. The formula worked by combining fast-acting stimulation with longer-lasting energy. But its creator wasn't a businessman. He failed to see its massive potential and sold the rights for a small amount of money. Everything changed when a businessman took over in the 1890s. Facing growing concerns about cocaine, he re-engineered the formula using processed coca leaves, keeping the flavor but removing the drug. This move created a unique advantage as the company gained special permission to import coca leaves, something no competitor could replicate. What started as a remedy slowly became a habit. At first, the drink was served only in soda fountains. Bottling was seen as risky and unprofitable, so when bottling rights were sold for almost nothing, it seemed insignificant. But that decision accidentally created one of the most powerful business models in history. Instead of one central factory, a decentralized system was built. The company supplied only the secret syrup, while local partners handled water, carbonation, and bottling. This reduced costs and allowed rapid global expansion. To protect the brand, a unique bottle was designed, recognizable even in the dark or by touch. It wasn't just design, it was anti-counterfeit engineering. Over time, the company transformed into something unusual. It didn't just make drinks, it controlled a system. It owned the formula, the brand, and the process, while others carried the financial burden of production. As demand grew, one ingredient became critical: sugar. Maintaining consistency required massive supply chains. The company began influencing global agriculture, forcing suppliers to meet strict standards. Sugar wasn't just for sweetness, it affected texture, preservation, and carbonation. By mastering sugar logistics, the company ensured every bottle tasted the same anywhere in the world. Then came World War II. The company made a bold promise: every soldier would get a bottle, no matter the cost. This decision turned the military into a distribution network. Engineers were sent across continents, building bottling plants near battlefields. Portable systems were developed to purify water and produce drinks in extreme conditions. By the end of the war, billions of bottles had been delivered, but the real victory came after. Those wartime factories stayed behind, giving the company a global production network almost overnight. In the decades that followed, another challenge emerged: rising sugar costs. The solution was a major shift, replacing traditional sugar with high fructose corn syrup. This wasn't about taste, but stability and cost efficiency. Engineers carefully adjusted formulas to ensure consumers wouldn't notice the change. This transition also simplified production, allowing faster and more efficient manufacturing. During the Cold War, the drink became more than a product, it became a symbol. As political barriers collapsed, the company moved quickly, installing production systems across new markets. Instead of shipping products, it built infrastructure. It didn't just enter countries, it embedded itself into their economies. As health concerns grew in the modern era, the company adapted again. Moving beyond sugary drinks, it turned to water. By purifying and re-engineering local water sources, it created a consistent global product that could be produced anywhere. This eliminated dependence on natural sources and maximized efficiency. Today, the company is no longer just a beverage maker. It is a global system powered by data, logistics, and chemistry. It can predict demand, adjust production, and deliver products with unmatched precision. What began as a personal solution to addiction became something far bigger. It became a machine that doesn't just sell a drink, it sells a feeling, a habit, and a consistent experience across the entire world. And that is how a simple syrup evolved into one of the most powerful industrial systems ever created.